I think this is good. Do you like my frame here or no?
I do. I think it looks good.
All right.
Welcome everybody to the FYO show. This is The Beast. Today's show is sponsored to you by Jolly Mac. Delicious coffee. We also have
you're seeing Jolly Mag, and I don't know if you're calling me out there. I'm sorry. For anybody who really follows the show, I still haven't sent any out. Continue.
yeah, that's Mr. Dave Evergreen in the Jam Soul Studios.
Disaster. I'm so sorry, man. And gosh, man, we're gonna get you the one you liked was 6-bean, right?
6-bean is delicious.
Now here's the deal. Oh no, I'll hold that because you got news later for the show coming up here. So never mind. I'll talk about that later. But anyways,
yeah, that 6-bean espresso is probably one of my favorites. It'd be. I almost forgot what it tastes like. It's been that long. It's been that long since I ordered it and then it never came.
Didn't you order some and it was?
Oh yeah, it was the grounds. I gave those to my father, which he enjoyed.
Oh yeah, what was the feedback?
He enjoyed it very much. He said he wanted to get his hands on some more, and
so he wants ground.
He does the old fashioned. He don't do the Keurig thing.
Okay, I'm gonna hook him up too when I send it to you. Happy holidays, Mr. Beast.
Not the same Mr. Beast, but
oh my God, I totally forgot. No. Your dad is
Father Beast.
Father Beast. Okay, good. All right, cool. Sorry. All right. So yeah. Thanks for having me, and I promise I'll send you some.
If you don't, I don't know contractually if we can have you back on the show.
You're literally like at this point. Yeah, I'm just gonna go start my own YouTube channel. Thanks. Fuck you. I'm gonna call your people and just tell Jolly Mac what's going on.
I'm gonna get my own Jolly Mac sponsorship on my new channel.
you call my dad and you start selling for him, and you'll probably make more money than me, and you're just gonna do your own fucking thing. So
I mean, that's what I do for a living. I sell, so you probably need someone to call up these coffee shops and be like.
Here, great idea. I swear to God, now that they're gone, we're sending a fucking pallet.
Coffee.
A truckload. And I don't care if you bring it into the office. What I want to happen is you bring it into the office and they say, this motherfucker. So all we had to do was leave the damn show to get coffee from this motherfucker. I mean, and again, not worked out in the contracts. Now things are different, but yeah.
A little bit of a strange coincidence here. We don't have Dylan or Kyle here. We'll get that. We'll get back to that here in a second. But with me today, and probably for the future, will be Mr. Dave Evergreen. You guys all know him from the Hashmark Show.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, and it's a pleasure to be invited to a show for the first time ever. So it's great to not host a show. Like I'm just here, so just tell me what you want me to do. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
It's crazy, and I'm not having to be the only one on the show. Sometimes it's terrible to just like sit there and just talk nonstop for half an hour. Yeah. So
what
kind
happened? Well, yeah, first of all, I'm glad you're good.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I remember calling you and saying, are you dead? Are you alive? Hadn't heard from you in a while, so that's good. But yeah, what happened? I haven't seen Kyle and Dylan in a long time.
Yeah, so basically when I was in the hospital for 2 weeks. I was kind of like I didn't really want to do the podcast either at the time. I didn't have any.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of was like,
sure,
I was ready to get recovered and stuff like that, and then like
right.
I went to the hospital on October 1st for pancreatitis. So for those of you that don't know what pancreatitis, it's kind of like a inflaming of your pancreas. I'll get a kind of a more medical definition here.
Yeah, look it up.
It occurs when digestive enzymes become activated while still in the pancreas, irritating the cells of your pancreas and causing inflammation. So it got big, and it was painful. So I thought it was just indigestion. Indigestion didn't go away and kind of got worse. Yeah, and then I went to the ER, and the ER thought it was gallstones, or gallstones. I don't know how you say it. Fuck it.
Yeah. What are they? Kidney stones? Or are those different?
Those are different. Those are
Okay.
different. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, these so they thought it was that my triglycerides were so high that the my blood was so thick it was clogging the machine at the ER in my small little town. So
Really?
when they went to take me up to transfer me, there was a place in Des Moines, Mercy Medical. They took me in, and they knew what was wrong. Kind of, they knew the diagnosis, and they knew it wasn't gallstones. So, which I think they said I still do have those, but that wasn't the cause of my pancreatitis. I was there for 15 days, and just yeah, it was hell. I hated being in that fucking hospital room for 15 days. It was just kind of ridiculous and terrible. About a month, 3 weeks, 2 weeks I spent in the hospital, and then I spent a week outside of. I spent a week at home, getting ready, and I went back to work, and I was like, "Hey, let's not this week, but next week, let's do a podcast." They kind of were like iffy about it. Then we went. I told the time was gone. I was like, "Hey, let's do a podcast." And like, I don't want to do a podcast tonight. And I was like, "All right, well, we'll do it, next week." And then they just kind of, I don't think that they really are interested in doing it right now. It's one of those things where probably when I wasn't, they got out of the hang of doing it, and you get kind of in a groove, and then they just kind of didn't want to do it anymore. And they might, it could always be something that they want to come back to, and if they do, it's open to them.
It's hard. It's hard to do weekly, and they got open spot.
And we'll just give them if they do want to, it's doors open. I think this is a good game. The Raiders and Chargers, they're both right now. They're both struggling kind of as teams. The Raiders are 4-7. They were supposed to be this great team. Maybe even the top of the division when they came in. And the Chargers, they were supposed to be top 1 or 2 in the division as well. Great defense, great offense too. Eckler, Herbert, Williams, and who's the other guy? Their other wide receiver.
I have no idea.
Keenan Allen, right?
Keenan Allen, yep.
Yep, Keenan Allen. So, and then they're supposed to be this great team, and they've fallen to 6-5. The Raiders are 4-7. It's a game where they both need a win, in my opinion. The Raiders are 4-7. They need that win to keep momentum going. And possibly make the playoffs. If it's unlikely. I can be realistic. It's unlikely that we're gonna run the table,
very unlikely,
and go 10-7, and make the playoffs.
Sure.
But it could, morale booster, what I'm saying? But yeah, I think this is a tough game to call. I think it's definitely it's both must win. I always go back to Knott's on your guys' show. And he was talking about the Raiders. They follow up success with more success, and failure with more failure. And now we've lost to the Chargers once this year, and we're on a 2-game winning streak. I think that if this is a game at home, I think this is a game that the Raiders win.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they haven't played them, since week 1, I believe, 24-19. They lost that game, beating the Broncos, taking care of the Seahawks. Again, it was a 2 road wins for the Raiders. I think they continue it this week, and I'm going to talk about it on the show tonight. And this show will be out before our show, so people are getting a preview here. This is a game again. I like the Raiders here to win outright. I still think they're going to fight, and like you said, if there's a chance to go win outright, Rams are beatable. This is going to be. You don't have to travel far for that game. It's at LA.
No.
Then they got New England coming to them. Then they go to Pittsburgh. Tough game against the San Francisco 49ers, followed up by the Kansas City Chiefs. And that's a to-be determined game. So again, there's a lot of fight here. And normally I would lean to the over, but what happened last week with so many points scored, this is a game that I would lean to the under.
Yeah, I think the emergence of Josh Jacobs this season has really helped the offense. I think the Chargers defense being so they're just, I mean, they've had injuries and stuff, and they're just kind of
here. This is about the Raiders that I saw about their offense, 7th overall. I mean, that's not 10th in scoring, and Raiders defense 26th overall, 17th in the rush, 26th against the pass. 26 against, scoring in general, give about 26 points. So again, though, I think this is going to be an underplay here.
The what I like about this is also a lot of people are downplaying Derek Carr, and he's a top 10 quarterback this season. Right now, he's a top 10. He's number 8 in passing, I think passing touchdowns, and then I think quarterback rating was the other one that he was 8th in. He's like 8th in like these 3 categories. So he's a top 10 quarterback. I don't think Josh McDaniels has let him loose with that offense yet. It looks like he's been so not protected, but I don't know what the word to say is. He's just been so confined to what he can do in that offense. Like he doesn't get to, I don't think I've seen him call hardly. I don't know if I've seen him call an audible this season. So it's crazy. I think once, I don't know if that's a McDaniels power trip or what it is, but I don't know.
I mean, I don't think he's a good, surprisingly, I mean, I'm actually not surprised. And I've heard this around the league, he's not, a head coach guy. He's an offensive calling type guy. He's not the guy who's going to go into your locker room and get the guys rah up and go fucking play.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a guy that is a good play caller, has some creativity, obviously smart, been around a game. He's a good coordinator. So we're talking about the audibles and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, but something isn't right there. And I like Carr.
Yeah, it's I just don't know what to think of McDaniels with his just I don't know him that well. I don't know him, like I haven't seen a ton of like his interviews, but there seems like there's some sort of arrogance to him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Well, sure. I mean, yeah, he has that look, but it's like Lane Kiffin. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
they don't give a shit. I mean, listen. Derek Carr, 242 for 384, 2,700 yards passing this year, 18 TDs, seven interceptions. I think you were going to the question of, would I keep him? What is he worth investing long term and keeping him? I would 100%. At this point, yes. So
the big thing is I don't think they're going to be in a position to draft a quarterback this year. And if you're gonna draft a quarterback, you want to get Bryce Young or CJ Stroud, in my opinion. Those are the 2 guys that you would want to get. Because you always see a little bit of a fall off. I mean, the only draft that I can really think of where there was like a handful of good quarterbacks was Burrow, Herbert, and Tua all in the same class. I think they were, right?
I don't know. When you were talking about Herbert and who?
Tua and Burrow. I think they're all 3 in the same draft class.
Okay, I believe
so it'd be 2019. No,
that was 2020.
2020, yep.
2020 had 8 quarterback picks, I believe, and that was the year of Burrow, Tua, and then you had Jalen Hurts. Yeah. I actually remember that draft pretty well.
So you had Burrow, Herbert, Tua.
Herbert was number 2. Well, these were the
Herbert was number
six.
6.
Six
Tua,
overall. Six overall.
Tua is number 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then Herbert was 6, and then
Jordan Love went 26 overall.
Yeah, Jordan Love went 26th. So there was 4 quarterbacks taking that first round, and we don't know about Jordan Love yet.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know about him as far as
well. I don't want to interrupt you. I just need your opinion on this. I mean, this is it. It's turning of the guard. Aaron Rodgers is not back in Green Bay, right?
No, I mean, you can tell it in his body language at press conferences and the things he says. It's like, obviously Aaron Rodgers is, I think, mentally done. And when you are threatening to retire every year for the last 3 or 4 years, I'm sorry, Green Bay fans, if you feel that way. I just, maybe you think Aaron Rodgers isn't, but I just don't think that Rodgers comes back next year. I think he's mentally checked out, and if the Packers were smart, they would trade him at the end of the season or whenever.
You trade him right now, whenever you can, I guess.
Well, you can't. The trade deadline's
over. You're right. I'm sorry.
So yeah, you trade him, and you get. I guarantee you probably get a first round draft pick at least. Mm-hmm. And then some, maybe.
Does he have a year left? Does he have a year left on contract?
I thought it was more than that, but.
Okay, so there is some left.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, do you trade him to someone like San Fran?
You come back in.
I mean, that if he wants to go home.
But then
he wants to play there. I mean, that's a title opportunity right away in a sense. If San Francisco doesn't win it this year, but I mean,
exactly.
I like the Chiefs.
With Garoppolo, especially, is what I like. Garoppolo is he's a game manager. He gets the wins, but how do you not like? I saw his record was like something like 40-19 as a starter for San Francisco, and like. Steve Young was 40-19, and then Joe Montana was like 37-22 in his first, 59 games. And it was just crazy to see that stat that he's been so successful there, and then they are basically trying to get rid of him. But like, I don't know. I think the 49ers have options this year because I think Tom Brady's trying to get out of Tampa Bay too. So. I think he would want to go to San Francisco too.
Well, basically most of the night against a good defense. I feel like we only had like 40 or 50 plays or something. They had over 70.
I don't know. I was hoping to get something good there. I thought there was a clip where I wanted to get the clip of him here saying something. But anyhow, it's over. Yeah. It's very similar to what happened with Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Hurt, pulled, mid-game. It's over.
Yeah, I think just he did it all last year on his own. Now he has no wide receivers to throw to. It's like the best thing for him would be San Francisco because he's got Christian McCaffrey, he's got Ayuk, he's got Deebo Samuel, he's got George Kittle.
Sure.
He's got any weapon imaginable. Well, hard at it. Those dogs out there.
No, they don't care. Hey, the dogs are barking this week. Do they think? Let's talk about this. I think Rodgers gets it done this week, and I think he gets it done in style and fashion, and fucking blows out the Bears one more time in a Packer uniform. What are your thoughts?
Is that in Green Bay?
It's in Chicago, I believe. Is it?
It's in Chicago, Chi-Town.
Can we double check that?
I'm looking at it right now. I see. Yep, it's in. Oh, I see. It looks like Chicago.
He's gonna fucking destroy us. He owns us. If this is the last time, it's over.
Is he gonna destroy you and then tell the fans that he owns them still?
He gonna eat that ass. He gonna mess us up. I mean, listen, to me, what happened in Green Bay, what we've seen happen in Green Bay with the transition from Favre to Rodgers, and now with Rodgers going out, kind of injured, Love comes in, plays well, gets a 7 cover. If he had 6.5, you were screwed last week. But, last time in Chicago, the Bears defense is fucking garbage. If Trevor Siemian starts this week, he's gonna get destroyed. He will be killed, and Bears are done. So
I
anyway,
thought Simeon was hurt. Isn't
they're all fucking
Bo-
hurt. I don't even
isn't-
know the fucking. I don't even know who's that. Piddleman.
isn't Boyle? I think
Pittman?
someone said that they were looking at Tim Boyle to start.
That sounds like an ex-Bulls coach, Chicago Bulls.
He was a former Packers quarterback, like a backup probably.
All right. So
Um,
what was the other game you wanted to talk about? We did Raiders, we did Packers, Bears.
yeah, I think the Packers are gonna. Sorry, I think they're.
I don't give a shit. At this point, the tank's over. I've lost all my fucking futures on the Bears.
So have
It's
I.
over. The tank is on.
I had a future on the Bears too. I got one on the Steelers, which I think still might hit. I think they got them at 7.5, and they got like
Dogs are barking. They love this.
they love.
Who's a good money line you like this week?
Oh man, I've not even looked at that yet.
Okay. Sleep on it. Sleep on it.
Yeah. The other game I was going to talk about is the Jags and Lions.
Money line dog of the week. You got one or what?
I think I do. I think the Jets over the Vikings is a crazy money line dog of the week because I think they got a lockdown defense, and then Mike White running the show.
Mike White.
Mike,
you know what? Real quick, were you? Last week I was looking at Mike White, and it was a guy had never thrown an NFL pass in his life, and then they come out and they just start scoring touchdowns. I had the under in that game, that's why I'm a little sour. It's just so weird.
He played. I believe he played last year.
Oh, he did. The Bears defense again sucks, so I'm not giving them any credit. Just sorry to cut you off there. So you like the Jets this week? Okay,
I think they got a good chance, especially with a different guy at quarterback. I think it proves to Zach Wilson that hey, I don't give a damn when you were drafted. If someone else can run the show, we got a team that can play. I mean, I feel like the Jets are a team that the missing piece is a quarterback, and like not one that's a game manager like Zach Wilson. Do I think Zach Wilson's going to be a game manager his whole life? No. I think he has all the tools and assets to be a good quarterback, but just not right now. I think he needs that wake up call, and I think Mike White, proven, because Mike White was he's been a backup. He's had his chances to. He had a chance last year. I think he did well in that game too, and
he looked good. He made the right passes. He was like 5 for 5 in his first 5 attempts, I think, or 5 for 7 or something.
Oh yeah.
Again, Bears defense sucks.
Let's see. What was it? It looks like he played a game last year, but I don't know who he played against. He was like, oh no, he had a couple games. It looks like he had 953 yards last year, and he was 5 for 8.
Okay, not bad.
Not bad. I mean, he's not the starter. I mean, he just he filled in. I think he can fill in, and I think he can beat the Vikings. I think that's a dog play.
Okay.
The other one that's a good one is the Giants. Giants are dogs at home against the Commanders, but that's a division game, so it's like that way could go either way. And you said, I always go back to Knott's knowledge. He says that the lines right now are so sharp that it's hard to pick. Like the bookies have everything dialed in, so it's like I think this is an interesting game because I think this is two teams in two separate conferences that are teams that have potential to be good next year. The Lions offense is so good. They're damn good. They got the receivers. I mean, Goff, I don't know. Do you look for a replacement for him, or do you stick with him? I mean, he's hit or miss. I mean,
another Knott's point there. He plays well against bad defenses, but again, good quarterback. Was the system right for him with McVay? I don't know. So to answer your question, I think you stick with him at this point.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what Dylan was saying. We talked about this at work as well. They're gonna stick with him. I mean, I think the guy truly wants to win with this team. I mean, I've seen the clip on the sideline. He's talking to the coach, and he's so passionate about it. He's like, we try so hard, and we come up short. And I think he really wants to win with the Lions. I think they are a couple pieces away from being a good team in the NFC.
Sure. Got a
On
great
defense.
line.
I think that the line is great. The run they got Swift is good. Their backup Jamal Williams is good. I think Jamal Williams was leading the league in rushing touchdowns if he's not still doing it.
He is.
They've got the players on offense. They're a few pieces away on defense from probably winning the NFC North or maybe being a wild card team in that division. The Vikings are tough. I think they're going to probably be tough for a couple years. Few years. Depending on how they build and rebuild.
It depends. Yeah, I mean the NFC North is fugazi as fuck. Another nuts.
And the Bears
report there.
The Bears got so much cap money, or they got so much cap money next year. They've got draft capital. Who knows what they do next year?
Bears gonna be good.
Every year is different.
Bears gonna be good. Bears gonna be a Super Bowl 3 years.
There could be 3 teams coming. I think the Packers are going to fall to the bottom of the division.
Yeah, I think so. I think the Bears finish 3rd next year, possibly 2nd. Just my thought.
And then the Jaguars. I think I'm a big Trevor Lawrence fan. I don't know why. I'm a big believer in him. I think that he's definitely shown his grit, especially last week against who did they?
Oh yeah,
play
Ravens. Comeback game. They fucking covered 3.5. I love Trevor.
Got that 2-point conversion at the end there, and
that was great.
he shows so much grit. They've got Etienne, who's a good running back.
Etienne.
Did I say Etienne?
You said
however you say it.
Okay. This is okay. I'm no English fucking major. You tell me to shut the fuck up. I just love calling people out when I hear names wrong. But who the fuck knows? Maybe it is at the end. I don't know.
They've played so well this year and kept games so close. And I think
this week too. I
think they're a team that is on the cusp of being, especially in that division, the division that they're in. Where am I at here? The division is they've got the Colts, Texans, and Titans. I think that's a division that they could win. Titans, besides Derrick Henry. What is so special about the Titans?
To me, the Titans, I'm going to talk about this later as well. I just seriously think the Titans, for some reason, every year they pull this rabbit out of a hat, fucking Mike Vrabel, December cold weather run shit, and teams wear down defensively throughout the season. Tennessee seems to always be there. And I do think the Colts are playing obviously a lot different with Saturday there. So, but Jacksonville, they're right there. I mean, you've got Indianapolis who has pieces, and they're 4-7, the same fucking record. Houston is Houston, whatever. By the way, I like Houston this week. But anyways, Tennessee, I don't know. I fucking hate them.
I don't think Ryan Tannehill is that amazing as a quarterback.
No, but he surprised me the past couple of years. He had that fucking wonderful season, which got him paid, right? AFC Championship against the Kansas City Chiefs, right?
Yep, I think that was the year that's why they kicked Mariota out.
Can I just say something real quick?
Yeah.
Tell fucking Dylan and Kate Tate. See, do you understand how fucking knowledgeable they are? They're probably watching this episode. I hope they are. I hope they are right now, right meow. And I just want them to know, like, you tried asking me 5 questions, and I was I don't know. And this is basic shit, like who's the backup to this guy? I was like, I don't know. So I love the fact that like this show fucking downgraded by bringing me out. God bless you. I can't wait till we get people smarter than me out here. And that's what, but that's important to know. Dylan and Kyle, if you're listening, it's important to know that That's why you were invited here, and that's why you're here, and that's why you guys will be long. You'll be back, and it'll be successful. Just take your time. Again, you don't have to do one every week. Do one once a month and split it up. This isn't a long fucking thing, you know. And maybe we host a conference call. Do we need a conference call? I mean, I'm hoping the FYO show, we could talk about like anything. Like, would you ever bring up like Balenciaga to me or no? This is your show.
The fuck is Balenciaga?
Okay, it's like, it's stupid. It's high-end brand and it's stupid. I don't even want to talk about it. My point is it's exactly why I love you, is that it's in mainstream media and you're like, what the fuck that. We're not even going to address it again. So my point is that, and Kate, Tate, and Dylan, maybe they're just fill-in guys or beat reporters or something. They should do something. They should fucking write a blog or do something. That's all I got to say. And we're airing all that shit on the show because fuck their opinion. There we go. True. Call them up. Get them on the fucking show. No, I'm kidding. I love them.
They're both at work right now. I got the day
how does
off.
that? So when you go to work, are you guys fight? Is there bad blood right now?
No. We still talk sports. We still talk sports at work.
You need a break. Well, I don't want to. So here's the rule: you can't tell me what they think until the only way we can get their opinion is if they come on. Is that a deal or no?
Like
you mentioned, well, Dylan said this. No, fuck that. Dylan's got to come say it on the show. Anyway, sorry.
No problem. Yeah, I
like it. No problem.
I think the only thing that I had left to talk about.
Yeah, what do you want to cut to here?
I think this is going to be the last thing that we got for today. It was going to be, what do you think the Broncos do with Russell Wilson? They are so screwed now.
It's a disaster. It's a disaster, and from what I've seen from the other players, I've never seen this before. I didn't understand that this was even going on. Kudos to the Seattle organization, or maybe I just wasn't aware of this, how weird of a fucking guy he was. And maybe he's not weird, he's just being different, and it was successful for years in Seattle, but to see it put on the stage the way it is, and then his teammates reacting the way they are, it's a disaster. And I think you got to try and figure something out, or the antics stop. He starts throwing dimes, and things change. But it's bad. You're right.
I wonder, how many concussions has Russell Wilson had in his career?
Even if you Googled that, Beast, I guarantee you it's not even accurate. Because he is loony.
Did he take one good hit like Antonio Brown did, and then he's screw loose?
You don't know. I mean, Sierra, he's married to Sierra, right?
Yeah.
Hot chick. She's got to be like, what the fuck? Or she's got to be on something. She got to be just as fucking crazy. But you know what? Maybe this guy is really just down to earth, fucking whatever. I don't know him. But you bring up a great point. I mean, what would you do if you were the owner of the Denver Broncos? Right.
There's nothing you can do. Because
isn't he locked into a contract?
He's locked into. I think if they were to cut him before, I think June or something, they owe him $101 million.
Is it worth $101 million? Well, you got time. Get another quarterback in there and then cut him July 1.
Yeah, I mean, then after that, it's $61 million. $61 million is still a lot of fucking money.
Listen, I still think he's got talent. It's just a question of, can he get the receivers in a room and just say, listen, guys, maybe, and the offensive line, hey, the antics are done. I'm sorry, just play football. I don't know, but maybe I don't know. If the team has lost you and you've lost a locker room before you even had it, and all this shit is real with these videos of, him not being able, trying to shake hands with the players, and they don't want to shake hands with him, and the guys yelling at him as he's coming off the field. I mean, man, that's bad. Sucks. But whatever.
I think he's a system quarterback.
Mm-hmm. Good call.
I think in Seattle there is their playbook, because I mean, look at Geno Smith. I think Geno Smith's not a good quarterback. He's a product of a system. Geno Smith right now he's playing best he's ever played. and he was shit elsewhere. And then look at him play. Look at Russell Wilson. He's playing shit everywhere else, but in Seattle, he played great. I think Pete Carroll has a damn good system. And look at some of these guys in the NFL that Pete Carroll had. Like I think Barkley was a product. Matt Barkley was a product of Pete Carroll. Sanchez, I think, too.
Garbage.
Both garbage. Yeah.
But good analyst, right? Isn't or no? Barkley's not doing that shit.
And I'm not, and obviously, they know.
You're talking about system. You're talking about system guys. I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think they're just, these guys were ones that they played good under the system, got drafted, and apparently it was a pro style offense. But
Seattle's a different team. Seattle's a team playing as a team, as a unit. Whether Gino's a system guy or not, that team believes in each other. And I still can't believe that guys like Gino, and this supports what you just said. It takes going around a couple different places to find your shot. I mean, imagine being Coley Brissett this week with Deshaun Watson coming back. I mean, you got to be like, what the fuck, man? Like, fuck that. You're the damn backup, bitch.
Matt Leinart was also a Pete Carroll quarterback, too. He was, and he, I was just looking it up while you were saying that.
He was with Reggie Bush, right? USC, Notre Dame game where he got pushed into the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's some fucking history from me.
Yeah, there we go. In the annals of history. But yeah, I think Gino, but I don't know. Gino is, I think, more of a leader than Russell Wilson was.
Seattle hit that though, right? I didn't see any of this shit going on in Seattle.
Did you? I mean, you
Denver. So Nathan, so Denver's coach is garbage then. Nathaniel Hunt.
I think he's garbage. I think Russell Wilson's garbage. He's got good players around him. Javonte Williams is a good running back. Jerry Jeudy's a good wide receiver. Sutton's a good wide receiver. Who was the other guy, that the third wide receiver? He was good too. Tim Patrick. I think he got hurt or something this year. They had a good tight end in Noah Fant, and they traded him away to get Russell Wilson. And so
you're saying Seattle bought into that because of the characters they had around. Look at Marshawn Lynch. I mean, he was a guy who was kind of the same way, don't talk to me type thing. But that's interesting you brought that up. I wonder how that meshed.
He was. You could talk to him, but he didn't want to talk to the media.
Oh, okay, I see. So Pete Carroll did a very good job of kind of a Phil Jackson situation of handling these personalities.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe
Phil Jackson
not doing a good job of it. You're right.
Phil Jackson's just a legendary coach, Zen master.
We can spend 2 fucking hours on that. It's a whole podcast on itself.
Well, it looks like it's all the time we have for today. Thank you, Mr. Evergreen, for coming in and filling in.
No problem. And Beast, listen, seriously, I'm sorry for what happened today. I was running around like crazy. And thanks for doing what you do. We really appreciate it. We believe in Iowa. We believe in Hashmark Iowa. You are our leader there. And, anytime, man, anytime. And it's important for us to have FYO going and to continue it. We're going to have some signs made ASAP for you now that we're in the Jam Soul Studio. So we'll get those sent out to you. And things are looking good. So thanks for having me. And I'm excited to see where the show goes.
Awesome. Well, that's all for today. And peace.